ahí sí tengo personas. Y no se ven nada. ¿Cuántos? Una. ¿Piensas que eso es normal? ¿Piensas que eso es normal? Hello, everyone who's watching. We'll just wait like 3 more minutes to see if anyone else joins us. If not, we'll start with the people that we have right now. So in 3 minutes we start. So, welcome to our consultancy space for OGE and OGT of ISEC in Mexico. So, I will present myself. My name is Brenda. I'm actually from Mexico City, and I have the pleasure of being the MCVP of 1718. So I will start with a little bit of what are we having today in the agenda. So first of all is the context or like the past results of the past two MCs. Then we'll have the vision and the national goal, then my MCPP experience as MCPP, especially OGE and OGT, and at last the Q&A, which is actually the most important part of this consultancy space. More than me telling me you a lot of information, is you asking me some questions and actually solving all the doubts you may have until now. So I will start with the context or the past two MCs. So we first had in 2016 MC Vive, which had a 238 approvals and 197 realizations in the timeline that we have right now, which is from August the 1st till July the 31st. And for GT, they had 79 approvals and 60 realizations. So what can we see in this term, and that you should know or you may already know, is that this was the year that we actually started pushing GE, but it was not like the big, like a big product. It was actually a sub-product of GT. So results weren't that big, and still people were focusing 100% on GT. Then we have last term, which is 16-17, with our MC Hub, in which we have 214 approvals for GT and 187 realizations. And for GE, of course, the growth was a lot, 188 approvals for GE and 137 realizations. The year when we actually have GE as another product and not a sub-product of our GT product. And obviously we start focusing more on this product and having our LCs focusing on selling both products. So this is the context, this is the past. In both terms, we have only one commission for selling both products, and I think that's mainly it. But what's important to see, and what we are like seeing right now, it's our current context. So from this semester on, we have GE and GT commissions. What does it mean? That it means that we don't have any more VPs OGET. We have only VPs focusing on GE or VPs focusing on GT. So we have the LCs divided, and we just have like 2 or 3 LCs having 2 VPs, VP OGE and VP OGT. Why we did this? Because of product specialization, because we have to specialize our markets, and because our markets were getting confused and we were like selling whatever thing to the EPs. So we actually needed to focus and specialize our LCs to sell what their markets need. And also because we know there are really different products, even though their markets seem similar, even though they seem similar products. We have like entrepreneurs, and we have people who actually are students and need no experience to get a GE, and we have GTs in which we actually need people with experience. We need people with special skills. So we decided to make this split. This is also for IGT in Mexico. We have IGT and IGE commission. So this is the first semester we split this, and in this way we have 23 VPs OGE and 17 VPs OGT. So right now I manage 2 commissions with a total of 40 VPs. And what's the sub products we have? Obviously, we have business administration for both of them. We have marketing and IT also for both of them. For GT, we have teaching and engineering, and for GE, we have design. So our markets are mainly business administration and marketing. but still we have a lot of engineering, but we have a lot of trouble looking for the supply for it, but we actually have a lot of engineers. And IT is the less, but still we have a lot of supply for that. And design for GE, it's our least supply, but still we can find it in some universities. So this is about our sub-products and about our GT and GE goal. So for the year of GT, we have 255 approvals and 201 realizations. We did on semester 1 79 approvals until now, because we finished our semester on January 31st, and we have 84 realizations until now. For semester 2, we have 170 approvals as a goal and 114 realizations. So these goals won't change even if we achieve more during this month. It will be like an overachievement, but like semester 2 goals will stay the same. And for GE, we have a goal of 299 approvals and 233 realizations. On semester 1, we achieved 100 approvals and 80 realizations. We have a goal of 200 approvals and 155 realizations. Again, this goal won't change even if we achieve more during this semester. So now, which are actually our entity partners, like our main entity partners, we are focusing on the next semester. It's for GT of Americas, it's mainly Brazil and Guatemala, but we also have Canada, US, Panama, and Peru. For Europe, it's Turkey, Hungary, and Poland, Germany and Belgium, Asia Pacific, mainland of China and Hong Kong. And Middle East Africa, it's Egypt mainly. And for GE, for Americas, we have Argentina, Costa Rica, Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia. For Europe, we have Austria, Greece, Hungary, Poland, and Germany. For Asia Pacific, we have Indonesia, and Middle East, again, we have Egypt. So these are the main entity partners where we will be focusing on. Obviously, it depends on our performance in the semester and all that stuff. That's something we will be evaluating every month. But for now, this is our focus. And finally, about my MCVP experience as MCVP OGE and OGT. Well, it has been like a really challenging experience because of the products, because of the focus of the products, and mainly I used to have OGT commission, like they run both products, so it was really hard for them sometimes to focus. It was sometimes it was hard to find the supply, but actually it has been an amazing experience. Honestly, once you get into those products, you get in love with them, and apart from that, you get a lot of challenges, but in the same time, you get a lot of opportunities to get to know different perspectives of the products, to get to know how to actually sell the products, in the sense that you can develop in a professional way in the sales part, because it's not easy, and still you have to develop a lot of strategies, you have to develop and a lot of micro tracking and make sure your VPs are understanding. And also the customer flow implementation, it's a big challenge, but at the same time it's like a pretty simple thing if you just focus on them. So my experience as MCVP OGT has been amazing. The commissions are amazing. There are like really focused people. And about MC general, like MC experience in general, in Mexico, it is awesome. You get to live with, I get to live with other 14 persons, which is actually a challenge, but at the same time, it's a really cool experience. And Mexico as a country, of course, it's my country. I love it. And it's like a very, a country that is full of cultures, and you always have places to visit. Mexico City, it's really, really huge. So I think it's one of the best experiences I've had in ISEC. And working with different profiles in your team makes you have a lot of perspective, makes you challenge yourself every day, because they will always like challenge the status quo. So I think my MC experience in Mexico has been amazing. And I'm looking forward to know who's my successor and have an amazing successor or successors. That's still undefined. It depends on the profiles we get. It depends on like the structures with if Tamara defines after IPM and all that stuff. So that's from my part. Now I'm checking the Q&A. So I'm taking questions in YouTube chat and also questions in the frequently asked we have, and that's it. So I'll check questions if we have some. If not, we are done. So until now, no questions in YouTube. Mm,
How many times can you say amazing in one?
no questions in frequently asked questions. So I'll wait a few minutes. If there are no questions, we'll be done. Well, I think there's no questions. So anyway, if you get to have questions while doing your application, you'll have the frequently asked questions right. So you can write them there and I will answer them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for attending this amazing consultancy space. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.